Right, hello, this is Mike Morgan from Morgan Talks, and this is my question today for you. If you could go 24 hours, not only 24 hours, one day, 24 hours, if you can go back in time or into the future for only 24 hours, what would you pick? I'll say it again. For one day, 24 hours, if you can go back in time for 24 hours, or could you go 24 hours into the future and spend time there, what would you pick? Would you pick to go back in time? Or would you like to go ahead and see what the future holds? And not for yourself, just back in time, anywhere you want it to. I mean, it could be 200 years back in time. It could be 200 years ahead in time. But the question is, for 24 hours, what would you pick if you can go back and spend one day at some point either in the world's future or its past? What would you choose? And where would you go? Where would you go? What would you do? It's fun to think about, but what would you do? You could go back in time. You can go back in time to a place when you were alive, when you just love with the way the world is. Like, you can go back to like 1985 and spend a day in 1985. Or you could risk it and say, what's it going to be like in the year 3000 if we're still even here? But I mean, it's amazing, really. Think about it. What would you do? What would you choose? If you really had to do it, and if you chose one or the other. If you chose the future or the past, if you chose the future, what part in the future would you choose? And if you were choosing the past, what part of the past would you go to? Would it be your past, or what year would it be? What intrigues you the most? It's pretty, I thought of that. Somebody mentioned that a while ago, and I was thinking about that. I'm like, that's really a really great question to ask somebody. I mean, everybody's got to have an opinion on it. Everybody. I don't think there's anybody out there that's going to say, I don't care either way. I doubt it. Maybe the 1%. But everyone's going to favor one way or the other in a certain time. Well, what would that be for you? What would that be for you? Would you pick the past or the future? And if it was the past, would it be your past for one day? Or would it be 200 years back in the past, or some other time, way before you even were alive? Does it interest you? Or if it was the future, what part of the future? Would it be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 100 years from now, 1,000? What would it be? It's a pretty, I think it's a great question. And I think it really should generate some comments, because I think that everybody would have an opinion on that, one way or the other, and why they would go, and what they liked about that time period, or the future, what they think might be waiting for them, or to see how stuff played out in the world that we're living in today. But I think that's really something you can really think about. But let me know what you think. I'd appreciate it. So again, for only one day or 24 hours, if you could choose, would you go into the future, or would you go back in time if you could only spend 24 hours? I'd love to hear your comments, and give me some comments in the comments there, and please subscribe if you can. And if you like this kind of content, listen up. I try to do videos as much as possible. But thank you very much, and I really appreciate your comments on this one. Thank you.